What's up, YouTube family? It's Andrea here at VW Family Farm, and we are going around today. I'm actually watching Ben in the back. I'm driving through the cow field. I'm not on the road. And we are checking all the cows. We're going to take you along with us and tell you exactly how many cows do we have here on this farm right now. We're putting out some essential things they need. So I'm going to show you that and just look them over, see if there's any new calves we don't know about, check on everybody.
Protein tubs. Rather than putting grain out all the time, we put these out and gives them protein during the winter.
So we loaded those up with the tractor. We put these out about once a month in the winter just to give them some protein to go along with their grass. Although yesterday at our grazing conference we attended, and I'm sorry about the wind, it's just super windy today, they talked about actually not supplementing at all when you're grass feeding. So that's something we may look at in the future. We may not continue to do this, but we already had these bought. So we're putting these out.
These here weigh right at 200 pounds. They're a poured molasses blend of protein, minerals, and supplements for them that they're not going to get during the winter. So that's why it's so hard for us to put out grain out here for all these. That's why we've went to this method instead.
I'm laughing because they're literally right beside us. And this camera is not zoomed in at all. They are like literally this close to the back of our truck.
Bye-bye.
All right, Ben is dumping the last one off. We're actually putting out 3 in this pasture.
Some salt and mineral.
So the other thing we're putting out for these cows, this is our main herd behind our house, is salt and mineral. That's pretty essential for cows. It'll do things all the way from helping them be sure and shed their afterbirth when they calve, to just keeping them fed with the essential things that they need that they can't get from the hay in the winter. We try to keep salt and minerals out actually all the time, year round. It's just really good for them, keeping them healthy. So Ben is gonna attempt to mix these together a little bit. That keeps them from going through the mineral as fast. It'll make your mineral last longer, and plus they need the salt as well. And you can see they've been out for a couple days, so they're waiting on it. And they'll kind of just eat as much as they need. We just kind of put it out free choice. These are 2 50-pound sacks, and they'll just kind of get what they need and move on.
All right, so the way I do it is just open both bags and pour them both in at the same time, and then I'll mix it a little bit with my hand. Like she said, that's just to keep them from eating all the mineral at one time. Of course, the salt's just going to be white. The mineral's red. I've already mixed it mostly all in.
They're waiting on a speech, Ben.
There we go.
You got anything you want to say to them while they're gathered up here?
You're pretty. Alright, this here is a mineral feeder. It's made by Amera Ag. They are a Christian company. We really like this mineral feeder because you can drag it around anywhere you go throughout your rotational grazing or any pasture you got.
All right, so we are done here. We're going to move on across the road to our other little farms where we have little herds of cows. There is 65 cows in this pen right now. That includes cows and calves. And then we got some cows at the house I'll show you at the end too, but let's move on.
Now we're across the road in one of our other pastures.
What you doing?
Alright, me and Lane was over here the other day putting out hay, and we saw a baby calf with a black no tag. Now it looks like we got 2 baby calves with black no tag.
So this little farm over here, they've got several little fields they can rotate through, and we're about to close some gates and give some fields some rest. There's actually 9 cows in this little herd. We're trying to form some spring calving herds and some fall calving herds. So we've just pulled little groups out of our big herd to test this and get it going. So there's 9 mamas over here right now. We're missing 1 cow. We're fixing to go drive and see if we can find her before we leave this field. Shut some gates. You can see they've got a protein tub. We just brought that. They've also got minerals, and they're still really good on salt and mineral. I love these things because those tires are so durable. We just drag them all over the place. And so these girls are fat and sassy over here. They have plenty to eat. You can actually see there's some grass out there starting to come up. They are set up over here because this is not overpopulated. They've got a nice beautiful pond. There's actually ducks floating on it. So it's really nice over here.
And this right here is what happens every time when you do not have a reel for your electric fence wire, or it does for me.
3 little black calves at this field. So if you're counting, that is 9 over here and 3 babies. So there's 12 in this pasture.
She might be a little cuckoo. Oh.
Can I see it? I just want to peek at it. That's all. You think?
Mm-hmm. Couldn't tell if it's a bull or heifer.
All right, so there's 16 now over here with the new baby. And then everybody over here is doing pretty good. We're coming to the end of hay season. We're about out of hay actually. These over here are eating more hay. This grass over here is slow to come on. So we're gonna figure out what we're gonna do over here. We may move them off this paddock to another one, get them some more grazing until this field really takes off. We are dumping this last protein tub, checking their minerals, and then heading back to the house, and we will meet y'all over there, and we'll let you know how many we got over there, and then I'll give you a total of how many cows we have on this farm. All right, we are back at our home farm, still in the 30-mile-an-hour wind. Lovely, lovely weather, huh, Ben?
Oh, yeah.
No, actually, it is beautiful, and it's fairly warm, but that wind has a cool bite to it. But let's look at the cows over here, and we want to tell y'all a couple tips we learned yesterday. All right, so here's the bachelor pad. I've actually got a couple milk cows in there. They're still eating a lot of hay in this pen because the spring grass it's just a muddy mess in here, all the rain. But there's actually 10 in this little paddock right now of just bulls waiting to go in with the cows, and like I said, a couple milk cows.
Good.
Hold on. You ready?
Oh, come all the way down low. Lift with your leg. Ready? 1, 2, 3.
So we are actually giving the bulls the bachelor pad this last protein tub. This is the last one of the year. They need a little protein. They're looking a little not poor, but just maybe like they need a little something. So we're gonna give it to them. Yeah, looking a little thin. All right, while we're out here, before we go count the rest of the cows, I had to show y'all these. Look at them. They're all piled up under the light. There's actually about 4 of them out here too. There's a little runt. She'll get you. So sweet. So sweet. Yes, you are. You got a dirty nose. So this is just a little contraption Ben set up kind of last minute, but it is working beautifully. It's just kind of an extension off of her pen in there. They can get out from under her but still be close to her and have warmth because it's still getting chilly here at night.
All right, that farm we just came from is a neighbor of ours. He just wanted his property cleaned up. We would lease it, but he don't want any money for it, so it's a win for us. But that right there is a way that you can farm even if you don't own enough land to have a bunch of cows. You can always look around, and they even say that's a better way to do it on a tax standpoint is to rent the land, because that's tax deductible. When you buy the land, that's not. So just an idea for you.
So last stop is my milk cow pen. And like Ben was telling you, we follow a lot of, not necessarily just cattle people, but people that run their farm and their homestead like a business, and they've made it profitable for themselves and their families, even on small operations. People like Greg Judy, he's very big in keeping your farm mobile, as well as we followed a lot from Joel Salatin and people like that. We also heard from a lot of people like that at the conference we went to yesterday, and a lot of the successful farmers that were there, they farm a whole lot more land than just their own. They make things mobile so they can move fences in and out of properties. That's why we love hot wire fences. They're super mobile. You can take them down, put them up, because you don't want to go into some property that you're renting and spend thousands of dollars building a brand new fence when you don't know how long you're going to get to be there. All right, there goes Ben to put out hay across the road, and this is my last stop. It is my milk pen. These are my babies. This is the pen Miracle's in, and all their calves are out here with them. So there is actually 9 of them in this pen at the moment. All right, guys, so if you are counting, we have 112 head of cattle at this moment. That could change later this afternoon if we have more calves. It's growing all the time. We dropped way down from where we were. We were almost at like 180 head or some crazy big number, I don't know exactly, before we sold a bunch of calves. But calves are hitting the ground again, and for a cattle farmer, that is a good thing, because that keeps you in business. And it's super fun and exciting, and I just love new life on the farm. So anyway, things are just rocking along. Thanks for going along with us, and I'll see y'all tomorrow. God bless.